Hey, hey. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Curt Cruz. What a morning.
Surprise meeting you here. That's kind of a fun surprise. It is Curt and Jen in the morning, our podcast that we do every single day of the week. It's not a weekend day, right? That
I,
kind
yes, that is true, Curt. Yes.
Go
And
ahead.
I, this,
Mm-hmm.
this morning, I got a text from Curt last night saying, we have to start at 4 a.m. this morning or tomorrow morning because I have to take my dad to the doctor.
That is a fact. So,
And I'm
and
like, okay. The problem is I stayed up till midnight last night wrapping presents and making my mom happy birthday, mom, by the way. Happy birthday to
happy
you.
birthday,
Um,
kid.
a cake because Pat had forgotten to make his famous pistachio ice cream cake. So I was making that. So I went to bed. I had my alarm set. And the next thing I know, I'm looking at my clock and it's 4:50 or yeah, 4:51.
I, I had no idea that you weren't awake yet. It's just doing
That
show
is
prep.
a terrible, terrible, terrible way to wake up.
Listen, you can claim that you don't have any makeup on, but I have flat hair, and that is unacceptable.
Oh, okay.
Unacceptable. This is I didn't oversleep, but I didn't do much. So is this us at our worst looking?
It might be. I feel like maybe today.
No. I remember that night at Bert's Tavern. You looked worse then.
Well, Curt has seen me at my worst when I was.
And you, me, I think.
It's terrible. Yeah.
My big event was at the Tractor in Ballard. So
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
so yeah, welcome to the show. We have don't you have an anniversary to mention, by the way?
Well, I screwed up yesterday and forgot to mention on the podcast that hot firefighter boyfriend Pat and I celebrated 2 years from our
Oh,
first date was 2 years ago yesterday.
December 20th of
No,
2022, I'm guessing.
December 19th.
19th. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. I did a nice little post. If you ever want to see some pictures of firefighter Pat, I posted a bunch of them on my personal Facebook page, Jen Pirak. So you
And
can
they're
go.
all pictures of both of you looking happy and in
I've
love.
not been this happy in a very long time when it comes to my love life.
You deserve it. You deserve it. Absolutely. So I'm
Thank
glad
you.
things are going
All
great.
of us deserve that. I hope all of us find that. You know what I mean? I want everyone to have that for
We'll make
themselves.
that your New Year's resolution for everybody to have that. I like that. On the program today, since it's becoming last minute, right? Last minute gift suggestions. You just have how many days left, Jen? You should know off the top of your head because you keep track. I think it's 6. No, 5. Today's the 20th.
Yeah. I mean,
All
6,
right.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Really 5, because on
Mhm.
Christmas, there's not really a lot of openness
Yep.
for shopping. So yeah.
So have that for you. Also, the most dangerous day to drive this month. You got to know that.
Okay.
Hmm. Something that this was your question from yesterday. It was a great one. Something that your kids do or have done that heals your soul.
Yep. We also
Your
have
answers for
gift
that one
giving.
as
We
well.
also have gift giving etiquette. And of course, it's Friday. So that means we have lots of fun facts for Friday.
I love all of that. Gift giving etiquette. I can take some lessons on that too, I'm sure. So that's all coming up.
Curt, you love, you are starting to love national days more than me now.
I wouldn't say that I love them. I think they're somewhat comical.
Well, today's National Ugly Sweater Day. So cheers to
And what a
that.
perfect day for that, exactly.
And
And then
tomorrow is the first
it,
day of winter, which is the shortest day of the year, but that's good because that means it's just bright light from here on out, more bright light.
the days are getting longer. And
Mhm.
that's so that another thing that makes Jen Pirak absolutely happy is longer days of sunshine, not longer
Yes,
days of rain and grossness.
that's right.
Okay. You mentioned before that you were mad at your Christmas tree. I'd like to hear about why you're mad at your Christmas
Well, I
tree.
have two things this year that are really I love the shape of my Christmas tree. It's one of the best I've had.
Hmm.
However, the branches seem to be so weak. Three ornaments have fallen off and broken. And ornaments mean a lot to me because we'll buy them at certain places or we'll get them on certain. I mean, they just, like I can tell you about almost every ornament on the tree. And
Yeah.
three of them have broken, I think, because the branches are so weak. And Pat's like, is it because the tree's dry? No, I'm watering it every day. I just think it's the kind of tree. So So next year, he said, next year, babe, we're going to just go down. We're going to go out. We're going to cut our own Christmas tree. And I said, oh, okay. So you're getting your man card back, because one of his sons, when we told him that the Christmas tree came from Costco, they're like, Dad, you turned in your man card or something. You used to go down and cut down the trees.
What does your man card represent if you have an artificial tree?
I don't even know if you ever had one, Curt.
Oh no, you have to set up that artificial tree. That's when you get your man card. You have to set that thing up, man. Hey, do you know that since I've been here, Jen, let me see, I got here on last Friday, so a week ago. I've had coffee 2 of the days that I've been here.
What's the deal? Like, you just don't want it? Is it because it's so warm there?
Well, they have a coffee. I'm staying at my sister and brother-in-law's house, and they have a fine coffee maker, but it's not the fancy schmancy Nespresso machine that we have at home. And so
my gosh.
I'll just go get it from, whatever. And then of course, you know what? Guess what? Everywhere in the world besides Seattle, there is not a Starbucks or a coffee shop in every stinking corner. You got to go find them down here.
There's something to be said about the coffee that you love, right? Because I would do the same thing. If it's not delicious coffee, then it's not worth having to me. Then I'm just not doing it.
And there's been a little bit of stress because the air conditioning went out in their house. I know, don't get panicky, because it's not like it's 85 or 90 degrees out, but the interior temperature of the house yesterday was about 79 degrees.
My God. Could you even sleep?
Well, you can probably hear a fan in the background. There's also the
fan
on the head. Yeah, we do. Well, there's another additional fan over here. So yeah, you manage.
Oh my gosh. I have one more thing to mention about Christmas.
Please.
Okay, first of all, if you're watching, you can see my Christmas lights. They're not very straight, but I love Christmas lights. But they are my nemesis this year. Like, I had a strand that I put up around our outside door. Half of it went out. Christmas lights, like, I have strands of them sitting on my table, trying to figure out, can I fix them or not? But I'm just like, I'm going to have to throw them in the garbage.
Well, that's,
strands of lights out.
I was going to say, it's gotten to the point now where Christmas lights, to me, it's like, if I get a season out of them, I'm happy, because if you go out and buy a strand of, 150 Christmas lights for $12 or whatever, it's like, all right, I can sacrifice these if need be. Well, see, are those new?
Those are relatively new lights. Like, I've had them for a year and they do not work.
Let's describe what I'm seeing to everybody that's not watching this. It also looks like maybe, Jen Pirak, you didn't take very good care in putting them back in the box last year or whatever, or on a
Christmas lights back in the box. I string them around this thing that I have, this special carrier. They're undone because poor Pat is trying to help me figure out, like, which light bulb's out. And I even have a special tool. Hold on, I'm getting it right now. It's called the Light Keeper Pro. The Light Keeper Pro is supposed to tell me what light's out, and it's not.
Oh man.
Nothing's working.
I swear. I'm just sorry. I'm sorry.
And now, if you're watching, look at my white face.
There you go. Now come back into the shot, and you should be not so pasty. The camera has to adjust. There you go.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Stop talking about the video part, because not everybody's watching. Here we have a happy-go-lucky, fun, festive story about murder hornets.
Well, you remember murder hornets? I was like, that was kind of like not in my mind anymore. But we have an update on murder hornets, and the good news is, well, we did it. We won the war against the murder hornets.
Thank you all for participating and sending your thoughts and prayers and whatever you did to help out with the murder hornets, because we did it. They have officially been eradicated, according to the Department of Agriculture. Murder hornets eradicated. You may not remember, if you have not heard about these things. This was about a few years back, like 2019. Somehow they showed up in Washington State. These are big, like more than like 2-inch long hornets, and they're
small birds.
Yeah, they're bad. They also, not only do they sting, and it hurts a lot more than a regular old bee or whatever. They eat and destroy bees and stuff like that. So
the ones that make the honey, they destroy the honeybees. They go in and like into their hives and destroy them, like gone.
Yeah. So they're the a-holes of the insect family, but they are eradicated.
Good riddance.
Thanks, scientists, for doing what you do. All right, Jen.
last minute gifts, because we're kind of getting there. We're kind of
Yep.
getting there. This is the last weekend before Christmas, so this is the time to do your shopping. But if you decide that you want to do it on New Year's Eve, that's fine. We got some ideas for you. Not New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve.
Selections might be a little slim then, you don't want to, again, this year, have to go and get your last minute things at like a gas station or whatever, which actually doesn't happen anymore because places are still open. It used to be, oh, if you didn't have them by, 5 o'clock on Christmas Eve, that was it, but now.
I remember that.
Say,
yeah.
Here's some windshield wiper fluid. Congratulations, happy.
All right. Here's
go.
Here's five ideas. We're going to give you 5 last minute ideas. A digital product like an online course, a streaming subscription, or even a video game.
Yeah, that's a good one. How about an experience? So you can buy concert tickets, maybe game tickets for something, a little vacation or any other event. That's a good one. Yeah.
That's because that's memory making right there is what that is. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin is hitting an all-time high right now, but there's new meme coins that are always coming out. And I did not know this fart coin is especially popular right now.
But there was a story about that maybe a week ago, and I said, let's not talk about this. It seems kind of silly, the fart coin. Anyway, well, if you're into that stuff, you can also give as a last minute gift a homemade coupon, like taking them to their favorite bar or getting the first round or cooking them dinner from scratch, or the very popular free back rub card that Mrs. K gets every now and again.
I like back rubs.
And how about photos of you two together? If you got some great photos together on your phone, print them out, put them in a nice frame. That's actually a really good idea as well. And that's very quickly, you can do that pretty much up until the last minute, right?
Or even better, this is one of my favorite gifts I'm giving to a few people this year in my family. That is digital photo frames. Love them.
I love those too. Yes. Oh, that's right. You saw the one in my house and you were super jelly. I forgot about that.
Love it.
All right.
Okay, what else?
Well, along with inflation, here's a story about how more things are getting expensive. Unwanted gifts, which I don't understand. What's the deal with this here, Jen? Unwanted gifts are getting more expensive?
Well, yeah. I mean, the average unwanted gift they're saying costs $72, which is up from $66 last year and $60 in 2022. And the gifts could be anything. But basically, it's like, it's kind of like, we were just talking about last minute gifts. Right. Sometimes if you're doing a last minute gift shopping, it could be a home run, but oftentimes it's not because it's last minute and you're not being as thoughtful about it.
Right. But the thing is, how do you know you're giving somebody an unwanted gift? That's, if I knew it was an unwanted gift, I wouldn't give it to you, right?
Right.
Sorry to make you, I know it's making you think early in the morning. I apologize.
Well, no, it's not. I think it comes from the people. I mean, the people answering the survey are people saying, not that they're giving unwanted gifts. It's the people saying, yeah, I got some stuff that I'm never going to use. And in here, it's the most common type of unwanted gift: clothing and accessories.
Yeah, that can be hit or miss, definitely.
Household items.
Okay.
Cosmetics and fragrances. And then technology's on there along with food, drink, music, and literature.
Okay, well, that doesn't mean don't give those gifts. Just make sure if you are that you know that it's not going to be unwanted.
I guess, right? Yeah, kind of. I guess I'm a big fan of asking for a wish list and trying to get exactly what someone wants.
You are good like that too. So I'm right.
I know, but I'm also annoying because people are like, "Why are you already asking me? I don't need a gift."
We found out about that the other day too. Are they being truthful about that? All right. So we are not only getting closer to Christmas, obviously, we're also getting closer to New Year's Eve, and the big 7 foot tall. I didn't know they were 7 feet tall. 7 foot tall numbers 5202 have arrived in Times Square ahead of New Year's Eve.
2025. Curt, I saw you put the story in there when I was sleeping still.
Yeah.
And I went to look up the picture of the numbers, because what has happened is they've been delivered to New York.
Right.
And they've touched down. Are they in Times Square right now?
They're on the Broadway Plaza between 46th and 47th. That means nothing to me.
Well,
but they were there as of Wednesday morning, and they are getting prepared. These are now, just to make this clear, I don't know if people remember, this is a giant every year they have the numeral of the year, and then these are like big actual light bulb sizes. So
Go look it
620.
up. That's what I was gonna say. Is I saw you put the story in, and I'm like, I want to see what this thing looks like.
Yeah,
And
go
I
ahead and
did, and
look
I'm
it up.
like, oh my God, that is so cool. That's a total selfie moment right there. If you can get
Well,
there,
go
take your
ahead.
selfie.
Yeah, well, speaking of which, this is a little bit late for people on the West Coast, but they're leaving the numerals out there on the plaza from now until 7 a.m. on Monday. Then they're going to take them away, and the next time you're going to see them is when they're placed atop 1 Times Square for New Year's Eve, and then when the clock strikes 0 at midnight, boom! There's your giant 7-foot tall 2020 or 5202 if they put them in the wrong order.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Not going to put them in the wrong order.
They look cool. If I was in New York, I'd totally go visit.
Here we have what we like to call a bunch of statistics. In fact, all this is statistics.
Yeah, there's a lot of percentages in our show, but here's what we'll say is that this is a list. It says Christmas haul, and I was like, Christmas haul, does that mean like presents? That like how many
HAUL haul. Yeah, the Christmas haul. So this was among other things, some of the things that you're going to see. There's a poll to find out like what Americans are doing for the holidays this year. Basically, that's what it comes down to, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And we'll do a couple percentages like, well, the top thing, I thought it was interesting, Curt, isn't even listed as number 1 on the list.
What was the top thing?
Well, the top thing is number 2, which is 87% of people celebrating will put up some sort of decorations.
Oh, I see. And then
what's listed at number 1, but is only 86%, is 86% of us will celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, or another winter holiday.
You realize when you say it's only 86%, that's 1 percentage point difference, right? Only. All right. So about 3/4 of us will do these things, listen to Christmas music. We'll watch at least 1 holiday movie this year and plan to go look at Christmas lights. That's about 3/4 of us will do all that stuff.
Okay, then let's just list some other activities that many people will do. Have at least 1 cup of hot cocoa. We'll attend at least 1 holiday party this year. We'll send at least 1 card and attend a religious service.
There you go. All right. So you're in good company if you do any of those things. Yeah.
Will you kiss Dana under a mistletoe? Because that's also on the list. They hope.
If I can find some stinking mistletoe, yeah. There's none in my house yet. I guess I have to take the initiative on that and go get the mistletoe and then hang it up.
Why don't you get some mistletoe in Florida, and then when you see her at the airport or whenever you see her next, have it with you and then hold it up and then give her a kiss.
That's a grand idea.
Like in the movies.
So much. I wonder if it's easy to find mistletoe in Florida.
What I hope to
get. So non-Christmassy looking. It's just all sunshine and.
I know, but you just have to get in the Christmas spirit despite the sunshine. You know what else I really hope that I get to do that's also on this list is build a snowman and make a snow angel.
How's the weather looking? Is that a possibility between now and?
Okay. If I go to the mountains.
There you go.
Yeah.
Problem solved. I love it. Just that easy. All right. I didn't really think about this because why would I? But they come up with the most dangerous day to drive this month. All right. You're out and about, and maybe you're already saying, oh, we all say people are bad drivers to start with the other 364 days of the year. But this month, this is a report by Nationwide. The most dangerous day of the month to be out on the roads is Monday, December 23rd, because there is a ton of busy, distracted drivers. So you've got your regular Monday traffic, which is lousy.
Yeah.
On top of that, you've got the last minute shoppers getting out there, super distracted and stuff. So
and the people traveling to leaving town or coming into town for the holidays.
Right. So Nationwide is taking this opportunity just to remind people that you really need to put your phones down and focus on the road to keep you and everyone around you safe.
Be careful, people. We love you and want you around.
Yes, can't argue with that.
Okay, I love this so much. This is the Curt and Jen podcast question of the day that we asked yesterday. And that is, what's something your kids do or have done that heals your soul?
Yes.
For me, there's a couple people that have said this. Yeah. What?
Well, you had that great story yesterday about, saying how far it goes to just have your teen once in a while just say, thank you, Mom. You're awesome. So.
And then that heals a mom's soul for sure. More so a mom's soul, right?
Yes, I believe so. So we asked, hey, what's something your kids have done or have done, or they do on a regular basis that heals your soul. And as always, you guys showed up.
Anne said they listen without judgment. Zolanda
Hmm.
says in this true story, when they say, I love you, mommy.
Yeah, that goes along with what Gina said. Text me out of the blue just to say, I love you. That's so sweet. Yeah.
I wonder, I forget Zolanda. We know Zolanda. Does she have younger kids? Because like to me, her answer is like a younger kid's answer. And Gina, I know her kids are older. And so
Hmm.
getting the text to say I love you makes a little more sense, right?
Right. Absolutely. Well, Stephen goes on to say, when his kids holds the door open for people, especially people with mobility challenges. Hmm.
I think that's one of those pride things as a parent, right? Like, okay,
Sure.
this
I
kid
raised you
is
right.
decent, despite their snottiness right now, or despite whatever, they're going to
Hmm.
turn out to be okay.
Jennifer, a different Jennifer, not you, just said a simple hug, which we discussed before, the benefits of hugging. That's a
Mm-hmm.
good one. And then Elisa, why don't you share this story from Elisa? And this again is the things that your kids do to help heal your soul.
She says, my 28-year-old son took a vacation day last week to teach 6th and 7th graders about his career in cybersecurity. He also mentors students at his alma mater. Seeing him give back fills my heart. See, there's another like, okay, we did it right. Like we did
Yeah.
something right here and it stuck.
And that is still up for you to post on. If you feel, if you're so inclined, let us know about your kids and what they have done and what they do regularly to heal your heart, Mom. All right, Jennifer.
All right, Jennifer. All right, Curtis. Gift giving etiquette. Basically, this is like a lot of what's not acceptable. And the
As
number
far as
one,
holiday, yeah.
I'm just going on. There was a huge poll that was done on holiday etiquette, and I mean, some of these to me are obvious, but we're just gonna these are reminders like take the price tag off your gift, because giving a
Yeah.
gift that has a full price tag on it, over half of you say that that is absolutely unacceptable.
Do people do that on purpose to show how much it costs? Because to me, if that happened, it'd be like, whoops, I forgot to take the tag off.
Maybe some people do, but there are times when I'm like in my power wrapping mode where I have forgotten
Hmm.
to look to see if the price tag's still there. I tried to do my best to take the price tag off or take a Sharpie and exit
Right.
out. So
Well,
it could be an honest mistake that they left it on.
this may have changed since you and I were younger, Jen, but now giving a child a toy gun as a gift, 40% say don't do that. That's not cool. And
No.
third on this list, this is don't give a pet as a gift. Like, surprise, here's something you have to take care of for the next 10 to 15 years.
Do the pet shelters don't even let you, do they?
Well, I don't think that I don't know. I don't think that, you'd have to lie and say, I'm going to give this as a gift. They
Yeah, I
probably wouldn't
guess
let you.
you would have to
Uh,
lie, because if you said you were giving it as a gift, they would say, no, not a good idea.
Also on
Um,
the list, at about 30%, we got like 3 or 4 things there that 30% say is unacceptable.
uh,
Starting with not giving a gift to someone who gave you one. All right.
okay, Curt, when you and I were putting this list down on the show and we were
Mhm.
talking about it, to me, it's like sometimes random, not random, but sometimes people give you a gift where it was like you're surprised by it. Like, oh my gosh, I did not expect you to
Yeah,
give me a gift.
absolutely.
And then
So
you don't have one for them, and that's unacceptable. So unless you know that they're going to give you one, that you can't get one, or you have a bunch of gifts on standby, and then it's like, oh wait, hold on a second, give me 10 minutes while I go get your gift and find
yeah,
it
it's
out of
right up
my
here somewhere.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, it's all, and you know what? And as from the gift giver standpoint, that also you should be fine with that. That you're not just giving a gift to receive one, right?
Right.
I hope not. All right.
100%. Not
So
give
the
I
Go
was
ahead.
going to say giving a gift that's secondhand or used, 34% say that's unacceptable.
Right. Also in that range, not giving a gift to a close family member. How about asking? We've got both the stats here. Asking for cash as a gift. A third of people say that's not cool. That's asking for cash as a gift. But giving cash as a gift, only 4% say that's unacceptable. There's a big gap in there between the 29% and the 4%.
I wonder why saying cash is unacceptable to people, because I mean, if that's what someone really needs, because then they can pay their bills.
Yeah.
That's a huge gift. The gift of heat or the gift of food.
If you look at it, that's the way to look at it too. If you say, just like if you're saying I'm giving you cash because I couldn't think of a single thing in the world that I thought you would like, there's that. But
This next
hey,
Go ahead. I'm
Go ahead.
sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt
No,
you.
this is one that you were very adamant about, throwing away wrapping paper instead of recycling and reusing it.
I was going to say that. That's what I was going to say. I was going to say this next one that we're about to mention. Kurt and I had a little tiff about that. I'm like, you have to leave it in. We're in the Pacific Northwest, and recycling is all the thing.
That was huge. So let's go through these last few here. Giving someone else's child a gift that makes a lot of noise. A third say that's not acceptable. Also in that range, giving a gag gift instead of a serious one. Of course, I'm probably guilty of that every now and again.
Yeah, regifting an item. A quarter of people say that's unacceptable. I say that if you get a gift that you're not going to use and it's new and not, unused, why wouldn't you give it? That doesn't make any sense to me. Asking for donations for a cause instead of a gift. What?
16% say you can't do that. I would say that's a great way to give gift. People, they're telling you what they want. Please, just make a donation in my name with the Humane Society or Seattle Animal Shelter, whatever the case may be. That's awesome.
This last one, you were like, how are people even going to know if you do this? Waiting until the last minute to shop for gifts. No one's going to know that you did that unless you say it.
And that's on the unacceptable list, I guess. But yeah, whatever on that one, right?
Okay. One of my favorite parts of Friday, Fun Facts Friday.
Fun Facts Friday. I'm trying to say that like the movie guy. Fun Facts Friday.
Hey, Kurt, go ahead and do the first few.
The first few for me. All right. Fun Facts Friday. The first Christmas card was published and sold in 1843. That's the same year as Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. All right.
Go ahead.
Jurassic Park is 127 minutes long, so 2 hours and 7 minutes. But the dinosaurs are only in the movie for a total of 15 minutes.
Isn't that crazy?
It seems like they'd be in there like most of the time.
It seems like they are, but they're not. Former presidents, this is interesting. Former presidents get free postage for life.
And with the cost of postage stamps these days, you know what I mean?
Smuckers, I love this. Smuckers actually cuts off the crusts of normal sandwiches to make Uncrustables. And then they send the crust out to be used to feed animals.
Fantastic. Use every part of the bread. That's what I always say, right?
This next one's kind of a long one, but I put it in there because 'tis the season.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you saying it or am I?
Oh, electric Christmas lights were invented by Thomas Edison and his business associate, Edward Johnson. Okay, so Edison created the first strand of electric lights and hung them outside his laboratory in New Jersey. This is during the holidays in 1880.
So he started Christmas lights.
Yeah,
then 2 years later, Edward hardwired 80 red, white, and blue lights together and put them around a tree in front of a window to the street. And it was powered by a generator. And it wasn't until 1903 that General Electric began to offer pre-assembled kits of Christmas lights for consumers. There you go.
So yeah, the debate always is with Thomas Edison that he was kind of a jerk, and his associates discovered things, and he said, "Yeah, I discovered that." So
okay, let's do a handful of others because we gotta since we're on Zoom, we gotta move.
Sloths are famous for being slow and lazy, but if you're a sloth, you know what they're super fast at? Getting it on. It only lasts for about 6 seconds for sloths.
Oh my gosh!
And some humans.
Pufferfish inflate by sucking in water and not air, which I did not know. And I was going to say, I think all of us read the book 1984 by George Orwell. It was supposed to be 1980, but he got sick while he was writing it, and the book got delayed, and he wanted a large enough gap in between when it was published and when in the future he was writing about. So I thought that was interesting.
It became 1984 instead of 1980. How about the first ever text message? You know when that was sent? December 3rd, 1992. And the first ever text message read, "Merry Christmas."
I was going to go back to the world record for the most lights on a residential property. 601,736. A family in New York got that record a decade ago, and it was an epic display on 2 acres.
Was their last name Griswold? How about this one, though, with Bon Jovi, John Bon Jovi's. This is his first professional gig. We'll wrap it up with this.
Okay.
Bon Jovi's first professional recording job was singing the lead vocals on a song called R2-D2, We Wish You a Merry Christmas, on a Star Wars Christmas album in 1980. There's old John Bon Jovi singing around R2-D2.
And now you know. You're welcome.
And now you know. All right. We have things to talk about in Seattle, things that are happening this weekend. I don't get to do any of them because I'm not in Seattle this weekend, but there's stuff going on for sure.
When do you come home?
Sunday night.
Oh, wow. Okay. The Hawks
Mhm.
play the Vikings Sunday, kickoff at 4:05. Is that here, Curt? Do you know?
4:05, it's probably not.
Okay.
And then
Crack-
the Kraken, they
Yep.
take
Go
on the
ahead.
Vegas Golden Knights tomorrow night. Colorado, the Avalanche, they take on Saturday. And how about stuff that's new in theaters? You found some good movies this week, Jen.
Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which is a kid's movie.
Mhm.
And Keanu Reeves is the voice of Sonic, so that will be fun. Homestead, Baby Girl. There is a lot of talk about Baby Girl. This is the one with Nicole Kidman. It's the like super sexy erotic thriller. I mean, there's been go watch an interview about it. She's like, I had to take so many breaks because I was like so exhausted from all the like sex scenes.
Mufasa, the Lion King, opens this weekend, as well as The Brutalist, which I'm not sure about that one. Okay, that's the Adrian Brody movie. Yeah, it's the Holocaust survivor separated from his wife, played by Felicity Jones in Budapest, and they try to figure out how to reunite with the family. I just want to
That
take a
seems
step
like a
back here.
great Christmas movie to watch.
Yeah, let's take a step back here. I think Keanu Reeves is voicing the voice of Shadow the Hedgehog, not Sonic.
Oh, Shadow, not Sonic. My
I'm not
bad. Thank
100%
you.
on that, but it seems that, because I know, we know how it goes. When you say something wrong and people are like, wait a minute,
No, thank you for correcting
wait
me.
a
Thank
minute.
you. I'm glad
How
you
about
did.
Christmassy things happen around town, Jen?
So many things, the usual holiday stuff going on. Zoo lights, wild lanterns, enchant at T-Mobile Park, Seattle Holiday Market at the Seattle Center. Although interesting, this is the last weekend before Christmas, so there's a lot of people out and about. There was an article that was written complaining about the high entry fees of some of these things and the really long wait. So just pack your patience if you're going to go to some of this stuff. Snowflake Lane in Bellevue, plus the Bellevue Ice Arena. Tomorrow, though, I wanted to mention this.
Yeah.
SantaCon in downtown Seattle, which is where you just dress up as in red and white, like looking like a Santa, and they all meet. You can look up SantaCon.com, I think it is, and it's just a pub crawl the whole entire day.
I'm going to say hundreds, if not thousands, of Santas may be there. Yeah.
So if you're going to downtown Seattle and see a whole huge group of Santas, it's because it's of SantaCon.
The holiday fun run is going on at Magnuson Park tomorrow morning. Improv Christmas Carol at Unexpected Productions, and the traditional Christmas Carol at the ACT Theater is going on this weekend as well.
Act Theater.
Act Theater, yes.
And then Science After Dark, Curt, I need you to get in on this and like DJ it, because it's like this big party at the Pacific Science Center to celebrate winter solstice.
How much fun would that be? Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Right. One more lights thing, the drive-through lights, both at Spanaway Lights, that's Fantasy Lights, and further north at Warm Beach and Stanwood, they have the Lights of Christmas. All that fun stuff going on for you to enjoy.
Love it. And so much more too. Just look up Christmas activities and name the city, and it'll pop up with a bunch of stuff.
What do you have for the weekend, Miss Jen?
Well, you're flying home on Sunday, but are you doing anything else with the fam in your last couple days with them?
Oh, we're family. We're famming a lot. We are familying like you wouldn't believe. Just familying and familying. Yeah, we've got, it'll be the last couple of days here. So, one of the reasons I came down here was to help out with my dad, who's going to be moving out of the rehab center after his hospital stay. So we're going to get him back into his independent living situation, and just hanging out with my sisters and brother-in-law and their little dog Gozer. Yes.
Oh, cute.
You see Gozer. Gozer is a dog on wheels. He's not a tripod. This is a dog that ended up getting paralyzed from the neck down. So he's got his, and I'll tell you what, dogs, tripods and dogs that are running around on wheels, they get a ton of attention, and deservedly so.
This weekend I'm going to try to do as much holiday stuff as I can, because it is the last weekend before Christmas. I have my mom's birthday. I'm taking her out to breakfast this morning. And then I have a holiday happy hour open house at my house that Jackie and I are hosting, my roommate and I. And then tomorrow I'm thinking I'm going to go downtown with a couple girlfriends. Hot firefighter boyfriend Pat has to work. So I want to go to one of those pop-up bars that we've been talking about, like those Christmas pop-up bars.
Yeah.
And then go see the Gingerbread Village at the Sheridan.
Take a lot of pictures. And by tomorrow morning at this time, we'll be in better shape and not, well, you know what? My bedhead is my regular haircut. Your bedhead is not your regular haircut. But
I need to finish up my shopping too, Curt. My shopping and my wrapping. My goal is to be totally done shopping and all wrapped by the end of this weekend.
Well, let me know if that happens, okay?
Okay, I will.
All right. We got 2 minutes left. Here we go. Your weekend, Curt and Jen question of the day, and I like this one. What's something you purchased online just because you kept seeing it on social media? And if you want to offer a little review or, did you like it or not, we'd be happy to see that as well.
I have a really great example, and I will show it. I meant to bring it downstairs, but again, I woke up late of this OG makeup
Would you
that
say
I saw.
OG
And
makeup?
so it's called OGEE. So
Okay.
I'll try to remember to have that at your house on Monday. Gosh, I hope I remember.
And this is something that you
Okay.
saw on social media and then you just bought it because of that. And
Well,
we all,
and plus it was on like mega sale on Amazon days in July.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it. And then we'll get your review on it. I'm trying to see from your face if you actually are happy with this purchase. You were happy with it. Yeah.
Okay. Do
right.
you have an example real quick or no?
Social media. No, not off the top of my head. I have to think about that. So
Okay.
I'm sure that there is, but so
Yeah,
far
you're
I
Mr.
can't.
Shopper. You like to shop.
What are you talking about? I don't like to shop. I hate shopping. Did I buy a guitar while I was down here in Florida? No.
Did you?
That's another story. I hope my wife's not watching.
Oh my God, Curt, no way.
Let's wrap up the show.
All right, have an awesome weekend. You know what? I know there's lots of holiday parties. Please be careful out there. Don't drink and drive.
Right.
Please. Make good choices, find joy, spread kindness. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.